Today we are gonna compare the Apple Watch SE2 with the Apple Watch 8 and see what the differences are between them and whether an extra charge for the more expensive Series 8 would be worth it. So the price for the Apple Watch SE2 starts at €299, and for the Series 8 from $499, and they are available in 40 and 45mm case sizes. Depending on which configuration, size, bracelet and also which case material you choose, the price increases a little accordingly. On the left we have the second generation Apple Watch SE and on the right the Apple Watch 8. At first glance, both look very similar in terms of design. The SE is available in sizes 40 and 44mm and the Series 8 in 41 and 45mm. Here I have the SE in the 44mm size and the Series 8 in 45mm. As far as the housing material is concerned, the Series 8 has the option of a stainless steel housing in addition to the aluminum version. The Apple Watch SE is only available in aluminum and you can choose between the colors Midnight, Starlight and Silver. The Series 8 also comes in the aluminum housing in the colors Midnight, Starlight and Silver and also with product red. With the stainless steel version you have the choice between polished silver, gold and graphite. In both the Series 8 and the SE, the aluminum versions have the Ion X glass which is pretty resistant to everyday hazards. The stainless steel versions have the more scratch and impact resistant sapphire glass which is somewhat more resistant to everyday wear and tear. And not only I, but also many other users can confirm that. Because the 4-year-old Series 5 I have for example, also has this sapphire crystal and I don't have a scratch on it, not even any fine ones. Let's start with the display where there is not only an optical but also a functional difference. You may have noticed that the display edges on the Apple Watch 8 are significantly thinner than on the Apple Watch SE. To be precise, we have an almost 20% larger display on the Series 8. That has the advantage that not only does the whole thing look nicer and more modern, but you also get more content on the display. Be it pictures, texts or just the watch face. I personally find that it's even easier to look at a larger screen. Also, there are watch faces on the Series 8 that are not on the SE. Such as the contour watch face that allows the numbers to go right to the edge and makes better use of the thinner display edges. And from some angles it looks a bit like the display of the Apple Watch 8 has almost no bezels. Another important difference in the display is the always-on feature, which the Apple Watch SE doesn't have. The display here just goes off when I turn my arm away and you always have to move your arm towards you for the display to turn back on so you can see the time. Whereas on the Series 8 which has the always-on feature, that the display only dims and the dial is always visible. And when I turn my arm towards me, the display gets brighter again. I definitely find that extremely practical because you don't have to raise or turn your arm every time to see what time it is, but also sometimes spontaneously from an oblique angle can see the time right away. Both models can increase their maximum screen brightness up to 1000 nits which makes reading easier in any situation and especially in direct sunlight. With the Apple Watch 8 we have the dual-core S8 chip and with the Apple Watch SE we also have the same dual-core S8 chip. Which should mean that there are actually no differences in performance here. Both react very quickly and the animations are beautifully fluid. The Apple Watch 8 has a base made of ceramic and sapphire glass, which is of excellent quality and value, and the Watch SE is made of a nylon composite material. The previous Apple Watch SE models also had a base made of sapphire glass and ceramic, but they have recently started using this plastic for environmental reasons. But these are at least always color matched to the Apple Watch so that the whole thing looks good. But you can't complain about the processing quality. It's really excellent and the plastic still feels very high quality. The sensors on the bottom look a bit different though, because the Series 8 offers a few more features than the Apple Watch SE which we're going to take a closer look at. Okay, let's start with the features that both Apple Watch models have in common. On the one hand there is the optical heart sensor, which can let you know about unusually high or low heart rates or arrhythmias and measures the current heart rate. The sleep tracking, which you can use to find out about your sleep duration with sleep phases and improve it if necessary. The new crash detection that automatically can call emergency services if you have suffered an accident. The fall detection that can detect if you have fallen and get help if necessary. The newly designed compass app with which you can use Backtrack to track the route you have run, and water protection up to 50 meters. In addition to the functions just mentioned, the Apple Watch 8 also has the always-on display, the blood oxygen app with which you can determine the oxygen content in the blood, the ECG app with which you can record an ECG and then check the recording for cardiac arrhythmias, the temperature detection that works with cycle tracking to better inform women of ovulation, and in addition to being water resistant, the Series 8 is also officially dustproof. And not to forget that both Apple Watches can of course take and make calls, send and receive messages and pay with Apple Pay. You can also use Apple Pay without the iPhone being nearby since no internet connection is required for this. By the way, if you have a cellular version, you can also accept and make calls and send text messages independently of the iPhone by using your mobile phone plan on the watch. A cellular version can always be recognized by the red ring on the crown. The battery is exactly the same on the Series 8 and the SE. They have a built-in rechargeable battery that Apple says lasts up to 18 hours. With a full battery charge in the morning, I always got 1.5 to almost 3 days. Depending on how often you use the Apple Watch to perform fitness functions or make phone calls, the battery life can also be reduced. So here you have the summary again. If you can do without functions like the blood oxygen app, the ECG function, the temperature sensor that is only useful for women in the always-on display, then the Apple Watch SE would be a better choice for you. And if I take a Series 8 and an SE with the same configurations for comparison with GPS and cellular, I would save €200 on the Apple Watch SE. Write me in the comments which Apple Watch you are currently using or which one you would prefer, or if you can do without an Apple Watch completely. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this video, and if so, then give it a like to let me know. And if you want to stay tuned for more videos like this, then please consider to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video.